Welcome to another section on this HTML5 course from Technify. I'm Sam. So let's continue. Open our browser and editor. You can see, if you look at my folder, I've made some changes because if you recall from our notes, we should be talking about links and images and audios and videos and so on and so forth. So I've made some changes by I've added 2 images here and then 1 video. Maybe I'll need to add an audio like that, an audio file there. So let's get started. I've also created a file called links-images. So let's see the content of this file. Copy part, we paste in our browser. So links and images, that's what we're talking about. So links have their own tag and images also have theirs. So let's talk about links. The way we can link to a file on our own system or server. We can also link to an external file. So let's start. So we specify links with the anchor tag, which is A, and then the href attributes, which holds the URL of the websites that we want to link to. So for this case, I want to link to a file on my system, so I can link to forms. So I can use period to specify the path to the file. So period means my root directory, which is this Technify platform folder, and then the file name. Maybe I want to link to form.html, and then I can specify the text in between this start and ending anchor tags that I want my users to see. So I can say see the forms. So that's the text I want them to see. So when I refresh my browser, I have this text displayed out, and when I point to it, when I hover over it, you can see that the link is showing up there towards the bottom. So when I click on it, it will take me to it has taken me to this form website. So that's how we can link to a file on our own system. Now if you notice again that this is opening on the same tab, so it's replacing my own website. So I can override that using the target attribute and set the value to _blank. So that will cause the site to be displayed on when I refresh. When I now open it, it opens on a new tab, so I still have my website there. So that's how we can link to a file. We can also specify an optional title attribute, so that says forms. So this will act like a tooltip, so that when a user hovers over the link, you can give him an idea of what the link is all about. So in this case, it's forms, because that's what I specify in this title attribute. So I can also link to a file, an external file. So let me comment that out. So let's say I want to link to a website. Let's call this to be, let's say I want to link to my GitHub page. You can link to anyone, maybe the title of course will change. Maybe I will set it to Ichibweze, and then the URL of the page I want to link to HTTPS. So that's it, .github.io. So that's the site I want to link to, and it will open on a new tab because I specified the auth attribute. So when I click on it, it opens up on a new tab. The internet is somehow slow. So this is the page. I've been able to visit another page from my own website. So this is how you can link to other websites using the anchor tags. So the next up is images, how we can bring in images to our website. So images are displayed with the img tag. So we specify the source, which is the location or the path to the image itself. So now I want to display an image. Okay, I want to bring in an image on my own server, that's on my own folder. So I specify the root, and since this is basically the path to that image, so the image may not be in your current folder, maybe it's on another folder. So the period shows the current folder. You can now specify the path to the image. Let's say I want to bring in this image eatfood.png. So I will save, and I can also pass an optional alt text. So this is very important. It helps to improve accessibility. Screen readers that read out web content to some persons that may have some disability or impairment will read out this text. And also, if this image cannot be found, this text will be displayed. So I can say eating good food. So this is an alt. You can also specify a title so that when a user hovers over it, but it's all your choice, but I think this is just fine. So when we look at it, you see the image is displayed here on my website. If you can see that the image is quite large, maybe you don't need it to be this large, you need it to be very small. You can also resize the image. So you can pass an optional attribute here that specifies the width. You can also do that through the style attribute. The width to be, let's say the width is 100 pixels, and then I also want the height to be maybe 250 pixels. So this will resize the image according to the dimension. So you can see that because of the dimensions I've specified, the image is not quite looking as the original one. Some details have been masked, so I may want to, like, the aspect ratio of the image has been affected, so I may just want to keep the aspect ratio so that everything works out well. You can take out one of them. When you specify the width, the browser will automatically adjust the height so that the aspect ratio is not affected. So when I save and refresh, you can see that the width is as I've specified it. I can download this later. The width is as I've specified this, and the height has been automatically adjusted, and though small, it still looks fine. So you can also specify the height, and the width will be taken care of. So you specify the height, the width is taken care of, and everything works fine. So but you can just still add the two of them there. So that's how we bring in an image that is not that is on our own folder. So I'll copy this and comment it out. I don't need this. So next up is how we can bring in image that is not on our own server, maybe on an external server. So let's paste in the image that we have before, but I want to bring in an image that is from my GitHub page. So I can say Samuel Chibueze picture, Chibueze picture, and then maybe I don't want to give it a width and height, so let's keep that out for now. So I will need to go and locate the image on the internet. So since I have my page here opened up, I can grab any of these images. Let's say I need this one. When you right click, think there's an option to, okay, this is the background image, but this one is an embedded image, so you can copy image address. I've copied it, then come over here and then paste that. So that's the path to that image. So when I come over to my browser and refresh, you can see that the image is displayed there. So maybe you don't want the size, you can also resize it using the width attributes that we specified. So this is how we can link to a file on our system. We can link to a document. You can link to anything. You can link to an image, for example. For this image, I can src, just to demonstrate, I can link to this image food.jpg, just for demonstration purpose. So when so you see the image is displayed there. So that's how we can bring in image that is on the web. Maybe you find any image around the internet and you want to put it on your website. Oh, I'm really sorry. So you can bring it in. So that's it for links and images. The time is actually going up, so we may have to stop here. And if you have any question, please do let me know in the comment section and also in the platform, and I'll do my best to respond to them. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you get notified when new content are uploaded. Also, if you like this video, which I hope you do, give it a thumbs up so that others can also see it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sam.